Hello everyone, it's Model Farm 610. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the 132 Model Farm Diorama Display. It's currently day 26. It's we're kind of busy, only easing off from the second cut silage and the harvest, so kind of easing off the pressure. So still a bit of harvesting going on today, and there's a new model on the scene as well, a nice new Deutz. So let's get into it.
Right guys, kicking it off over here on John's farm. So, there's a horse box just passing, and it's just after coming back from the races, and there's a good few horses, and they had a great day out, so good to hear. And the young stock in here have just got into the silage ground, and they're eating the back sward as somebody forgot to mow the back sward, so we'll see about getting them next year. But yeah, nothing going on in the house major, just a wee Mark 5 bombing it down the road. Then we have the lads covering the pit here. John and the two lads, they're actually doing it in fairly good time, considering it's a very good crop they got off that, so fairly happy. And the 2620's parked there for the moment. It's done its bit of work for the day, and the combine's parked in there with the header. It should be done for the season, but if the neighbour's combine doesn't get up and running, it will be out tomorrow, and it'll be dropping a couple acres. Then we have Mick's son. He's driving the Defender, and he's just bringing back the trailer that he borrowed off his friend. So there you go. Everything else in John's farm is just parked up. There's tar up there. Going to keep that for the meantime, but they might have to upgrade for next year, just a bigger setup and stuff, but we'll have to see. And the slurry tanker's parked up, agitator, and they have their bales in as well. They have them all wrapped, all lovely in there, so that is beautiful. Moving on. Right over here by the main road, we have a TW25 just going down the road, and it's pulling in as the engine is overheating. It's typical, but sure, look, there's nothing you can do about it. And we have a Fiat Agri 140/90 with a Bomford grubber. John's father is just doing a bit of grubbing. He's grubbing off the tram lines. And we have Stephen in his Ford TW10 and McConnell hedge cutter. He's doing it legally as for visibility and everything. So he's being safe. Then we have Keen in his new 130/06 Deutz with a JF silage harvester. He's heading off for a vintage silage day. And you've never seen this model before, but it's a new model to the Model Farm. Then we have the Citroen bombing it down the road. And we have the cattle in here. They are just after being put in here. For same reason, eat the back sward and everything. So there you go. And one of the lads is just checking on them, giving them a bit of meal. Then we have a David Brown 1494 just stopped in. Gone into the church there. And then we have a bit of small square bales going on. So we have Con in his international, and Strotman muck spreader, sorry there, and he's just they're picking up the small square bales, and one of Con's friend was passing by in his Ford Transit, and he just popped in and it's just giving him a hand to load the last few. But it's good operation, and it's a very, very nice looking international compared to PJs. Like, there's no flies in that international.
So here in the New Holland dealership, it's been a very busy week with a few services of tractors being dropped in as the season is closing in. So a few tractors being serviced here at the moment. David and Nigel have decided to drop in their New Holland T7225, and that's just waiting there for a service. There's a New Holland TM 140 also dropped in for a service there from a local farmer, and it's actually been revealed that this is a mixed old tractor. If, as you remember, who's own John's farm, so it's actually, this is a mixed tractor, so we actually know now it's just a small modification with the stainless steel exhaust. And then there's a International 745S just waiting collection there by one of the customers. There's been a new injector and also a new radiator being put in there, so it's going to be in perfect working order and hopefully be running well for the customer. So it's just waiting there for collection. And then there's also the forklift going into the back of the machinery there, and this is going to pick up a few of the machines like the sprayer, and as it's being sold. That's pretty much it there in New Holland dealership, as a very busy week there today. And yeah, so going by, we have Peter here in the front 724 and the NC 2500 gallon tanker. Just spend a bit of slurry there for the AD plant, going out to a few fields further away out of the parish to spread the AD or digestate. Here in PJs Yard, there's quite a good bit going on. There's been a bit of an investment here. PJ's son, he's after buying a Vicon Wagtail fertilizer spreader for his Dave Brown 996 he's seen in the last episode, harvesting the silage for John's farm with his tarp single chop. It's been a lovely day for PJ's son, and he really enjoyed it, so he did. International 956 XLs parked up. So there's two Internationals there in the smaller area there, so 2-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive one. Over here there's a bit of work going on in the forest here. PJ decided it's time to cut down this area of his forest, as the contract he has with the local logging company decided it's time to cut down a few trees, so he's going to do it over a few months, and he has the county out in action. He's currently on the phone to the contractors, as there's a bit of an accident with his sheep, so you'll see there later on in the video, but hopefully it's alright. PJ's son is also out, his other son in the 3C, just fixing a blocked drain there, only a small job, so that's about it there in PJ's Yard. Here, flying down the road, on the main road, there's a Fed 936 hired in by David and Nigel, as there's a bit of straw to be lifted down the country and they need help. So the 419S is on the back of the low loader and going down to lift a couple of round bales, so a lot of straw to be lifted there today, and we'll keep them busy for a good few days. Here in the tillage field, we have David in the New Holland CR 1990 and just harvesting a bit of winter wheat here. So just starting into this 25 acre field, and we'll hopefully have it done not too late, so have it done fairly quick with the 30-foot header. The JP Fast Track 4220 is just waiting on the side of the field, ready to be filled up. Do only need the one trailer carton today, as the grain store is quite close to the farm, so it's quite handy. Here we have John's friend in the John Deere 61254 and the fence baler, going out to bale a big amount of straw for an estate farm that he does the baling for, so he's going to be kept busy for a good few days. There's about 200 acres to be baled, so he might have it done today and maybe a bit of work tomorrow. Here in the Contractors Yard, it's all busy here in the yard today, as they're currently preparing one of their second cut jobs, and it's come to the end of the silage here at Fergus Agri Contractors. The 6920S John Deere's on the Crone rake. It's going to be one of the last jobs before it's going to get put on the slurry injector on the bigger flotation tyres, as a couple of the farmers want their slurries spread on the field after a second cut. The John Deere 7500 is parked in the mechanic shop, the workshop there. That's ready for silage, all ready to go. And McCormick MTX 175 is pulling out the cane trailer ready for silage as well, so nice to see it. And then Nigel is just filling up the diesel with the New Holland 8870 and the triple mowers. He's currently on the phone to PJ there, as a few of his sheep is after breaking out there, and he's not too happy when he has the tractor blocking the entrance so he doesn't get into his yard. But luckily PJ sent his son up there to get the sheep back into the field, so the walls aren't that ideal for keeping the sheep in the field, but however, Nigel's not too happy, as he was good enough to give PJ the land for rent, so he's not too happy, but hopefully he'll get over it. Here in Grainco, there's a good bit of action here today. Massey Ferguson 8280 on the Kane 16-ton grain trailer, coming in with a big load of winter wheat. It's a fairly big load, not you see too often, as it's a bit of a chance loading it up like a big load like that. But there was only a small bit left in the combine, so it had to fit it all into the big trailer. So they loaded it up well, fair play to them. And then the JC is parked up there with the grain bucket, and I'll be pushing up the grain there when he tips. So moving on into gravel co, there's a nice bit going on. One of the local sheep farmers wants to put in a new road to the back of his farm, so he's after hiring an NC 14-ton dumper for his New Holland 6635, and hopefully he's going to make good use out of it for the few days he has it hired out for. And then one of the JCB 22-ton excavators is waiting there. Is after coming back this morning from an estate job, from doing a few of the jobs. All the houses are built, so they don't need the excavator anymore. Then all the rest of the machines parked up, like the low loader, the pause loan shovel, the JCB fast track, the major slurry tanker, and the good old trusty Volvo 825. So coming up the gravel co's hill up the quarry's pit, hit the 47810. That's the man that does the sweeping. He's after buying himself an Abbey tanker to spread the water to keep the dust down. He's very happy with his new purchase, and it's all going well for him. So he's really happy about that, and he's just coming up the hill with a full load of water to spread on the roads. Moving down below, we have a good few machines all working here in the one area. The Doosan is loading up the Doosan dumper, and the Volvo 835 is waiting, 835C. And then the Volvo 840D is going out to tip its load. The Doosan 80-ton is parked up here, but it'll be back into action later on. So that's about it here for the rest of the farm and gravel co. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. It's been a very exciting one with the new Deutz tractor, and as this being a premiere, let us know what you think of our new tractor. Let us know in the comments whether if you like it or not and what you think of it. So we think it's quite cool. It's actually by Wise, and the back window opens, as you can see, and it's a lovely tractor.
But yeah, guys, thanks very much for watching. It's been a very eventful episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.